Post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, is a term we've become all too familiar with over the last decade and a half as the brave men and women of our military cope with life after war. Doctors and now the FDA say they found help in an unlikely place, the club drug known as Ecstasy. Janet Shamlian has the story.
When C.J. Harden is in a hangar, the aircraft mechanic is living his dream.
It doesn't feel as much like work as it does like a hobby.
For the Iraq War veteran, it's a big change from just a few years ago. A head injury in combat and the unforgettable sights of a war zone meant the suffering continued once he returned home.
How bad was your PTSD?
It took me away from my ability to lead a regular life. I became, I'd call it, hermitized.
CJ says he became distant from friends and would venture from his home only at night. The now 37-year-old sought help. Nothing seemed to work.
Did you ever consider suicide?
Yes, many times. After coming back from Iraq, pretty much a daily event. It was just a thought that remained in the back of my mind.
Then an experimental therapy that would turn out to be life-changing. Under the watch of a psychiatrist, CJ took Mdma, commonly known as the illegal drug Ecstasy.
Many people have told us it saved their lives.
Dr. Michael Mithofer is running a clinical trial with groundbreaking results. 2/3 of patients now symptom-free.
It's not a daily drug, it's not a take-home drug. It's usually used only a few times under direct supervision with therapists there.
Experts say the drug gives people like CJ clarity to work through their trauma and doesn't mask the symptoms of PTSD, as many other drugs do.
After the first treatment, it's the first time that I was able to sleep. Without drugs, without anything.
CJ's experience
He's my little savior.
and the wide-scale trials just greenlighted are putting Ecstasy on a fast track to approval. But in FDA terms, that's still 5 years away.
And that really makes my heart hurt. It's almost like I've participated in the cure for cancer and I have to hold it in my back pocket until it gets approved.
The trials could clear a path for the use of other mood-altering drugs in patients with terminal illnesses. Ironically, Mdma was in testing in the 1970s. But once it hit the club scene as Ecstasy, the DEA made it illegal for any use.
If we got rid of everything in medicine that can be abused or is being abused, we'd be in trouble because these drugs can be life-saving.
It's been nothing short of that for CJ. Newly married, going to school, work he loves.
PTSD, I used to think it was a terminal condition, and today I know that it's treatable.
And now, CJ Harden sees something for years he wasn't able to, his future.
It's been a total reversal of everything that I ever thought that would ever happen to me.
For Sunday Today, Janet Shamlian, Charleston, South Carolina.
Go get it.